What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my 7 Nights Flashpoint challenge run. Details below if you want to see those. Also, feel free to check the description for the start of the first mission if you want to jump right to gameplay. But I realized before starting this episode that I actually want to keep Bracket in the SimStream trainer to make sure I'm using the benches at full power, which means I actually want to go ahead and hire Lavina for some work with this mission. Let me just double check. Oh, no. Hiring her would be useless because this mission is for Warner Braun. That part I didn't check. Okay. So I do want to hire Lavina because I would like to have characters gain XP and everything be useful, and, you know, have a full team ready to go. But because Lavina won't run for Warner Braun, I'll pump the brakes on that one. We're going to hire Sten instead so that he can sit in the trainer and gain some XP from that one. So let's go. You've been mysteriously keeping me around for a bit. What's your plan? You know who we are? What I am? Yeah, piece it together, Panther. A Cyberknight and company. So the legends are real. And we know all about your past now, so we understand each other. Is that a job offer? If it is, I'll take it. Where else would I go? I'd be on the run, alone for the rest of my life. Still have to make the final call, but it's good to know you'd bite. If we can't decide now, we can continue to review the recruit from the roster before making a final decision. Welcome to the team, Sten. Maybe better not to tell Troy, but let me work a few jobs for you and show you what I can do. You won't regret it. Word will get around. We all make our own decisions here. I'm in for that. Alright, so the consideration I'm making here, actually, is that the only other mission I have on offer is this Assassinate mission, but it's not even due until this comes through. So here's kind of the weird thought I'm going through, actually, which is if I'm trying to maximize for stress as well as money, I want to hire as little as possible. I think ultimately it doesn't really matter, but basically the thought was I have to take my hacker out of the trainer to run this mission. Totally fine. And then I would probably put her back into the trainer to run the Assassinate mission, because why bring a hacker on an Assassinate? That's pretty useless. I'd run the Scourge, so I have a little bit of extra combat power. And so it's, you know, him walking in to gain XP for exactly one mission, which is not exactly ideal, but it's the best situation to have, I guess, so that's all we get to really do. So, gonna go ahead and you're in the trainer. Actually, I guess, yeah, having her exit early, actually no, I think I want to play a bunch of time forward. I just realized, actually, this mission completes before this is even due. And so I didn't necessarily have to hire him because I'd have benches full for the most part anyway. Yeah, maybe I was dumb here. Either way, let's go ahead and play in time forward, and then we'll figure out what to do afterwards. I know I said I want to run these missions at 99 heat, but I'm going to play it differently instead. This might be very silly. What do I have money for? I have money to upgrade the counter-intel pod. Also have money almost to upgrade the underworld hub. I'm being dumb here. Whatever. Let's just play time forward. If it's inefficient, it's inefficient. I don't really care. Stress limit break for you. That's not a huge deal. Influence limit break for Clara Brock, whom we don't like. She's an enemy. Well, she's on a power play. Good for her. Hype limit break. That's nice. Plus will is pretty useless, but I don't care about taking... Well, disconnect's at 50. I actually might want to drop that down below 50. I mean, will is a pretty, like, weak stat, I would say, overall. So yeah, let's take fresh outlook, actually. Seems fine enough to me. Okay, SimStream Trainer is ready to be upgraded. If I do so, I get more XP per mission. That seems pretty worthwhile. It's quite a while away, but that's fine. I have reliable intel on Arrowhead and a rare chance to assassinate a VIP. Need you to take it. Tell me more. There are many power plays in Arrowhead security. Some are out in the world where others prefer to stay hidden, out of sight, out of reach. The Arrowhead security cowards stay in their damn castles, hiding away. It's rare that a lieutenant would stick their head out. So you got intel on exactly when this power player is stepping out of the open. For a short second, yes, there's a chance to catch them on the way to a meeting. The pay is high because the chance is slim, the slimmest. Only you could pull this off. Dusty is offered an assassination job, will be paid to execute an important VIP before they can reach the security zone, the Skyrise wet work. Alrighty, well that's going to be here. I think we were on this level not too long ago, if I recall correctly. Either way, it's a crafting blueprint that we'll have to sell. It is what it is. Would have been, you know, nice to get something better, but oh well. Do you want to go quiet? From recollection, this level is pretty enclosed. And so that can make things a little bit difficult. Is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and bump. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bump. Wait, what is this? This is someone is shadowing my shipments in the under. Need your help to keep the guns flowing. Okay, so... that's interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do, actually, this is a little funky, but I think it's correct overall. I'm going to hire Lavina here because I want to use this Underworld Hub token while you're still in this legwork so that we can get more value out of it. Because this is a legwork. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, let me introduce Lavina. We just canceled her debt with the Syndicate. Not to be crass, but for us, buying out your debt was easy, because we realized you're not just some street hacker, you've got real potential to be something special. Was wondering why you did it, didn't think the city knew what an active charity was. Don't take it to be what it wasn't. As Midnight said, we see you're very skilled. I'll make it clear, because you won't get this offer twice. I'm a cyber knight, and I run this mercenary outfit. We cut our own path. We might work for the city's power players, but they are not our masters. And I'm thinking about finding a new hacker to join us. Is that you? It's refreshing you're not using the 20k you paid as dead weight on my back. By that virtue alone, yes, I'll take my chance with you, if you'll have me. It is clear I'm on a one-way ticket down, so I might as well try to land in your crew. Well, welcome to the team then. I can promise you this, I will repay you for what you did. Let me cut some ice for you, you'll see what I can do. You'll do well here, go meet the rest. Of course, eventually the truth will come out, right? No one will say anything to Lavina now, they all know to shut their yaps. But yeah, we'll need to explain it to her sooner rather than later, just not today. Fair enough, until then, we've got ourselves a new green hacker who's eager to prove she can cut ice. Cool. So this is going to be legwork that I'm going to delay very, very briefly to get this down to around under 6 hours. It's about as late as I can go. Alright, we're basically moving towards the next turn here. I realize I could be using counter intel, but unless it drops me to 75, it doesn't matter. Let's start the convo. I've got some trouble on one of my gun routes. Someone is shadowing the smugglers, scouting out their route. It's too pro to be some slagagang lowlifes, and I can't afford a mess right now. So the job offers to wipe these shadows off the map. I don't have Panther kind of money for this little problem, rather. There are other ways you can make it worth our time. We're in business, the three of us. You've got a vested interest in seeing these weapons flow. Not asking for much, you step in, I'll owe you a favor. You can cash in when you're ready, and I'll know to be, and you know it will be worth it. Sorry about that. I need one of your crew, someone who they'll know is a real professional to guard the shipments for a time. If you refuse to help, he'll cut us off for a little bit, but not forever. We're too good of a customer, and of course we'll earn a favor if we get it right. What about extra muscle on the trucks? On the trucks, there are no trucks. It's a route through the under. You know the police state we live in. A truck can't go a sector without getting scanned and shaken down. What are these routes? They're teams of 4 or 5 carrying backpacks and slogging through the under for miles. The run passes 100 meters below the dome's footing at Fort Point. Some of it's crawl space, and some of it is swimming. That counts me out. If you're sending a tag along, it won't be me. Don't need to talk about legwork here, that's fine. We can send an experienced hand. Yeah, our odds are pretty low. 2 favors if we get it right. We can maybe get injured if we get it wrong. Well, it is what it is. I could send Sten right away. I need him the least realistically, and she's busy as it stands. 7 days is going to be a bit tight, but it's kind of what I got. So, yeah, I want to leave bubbles available. So, Sten, you're going. As a favor to you, we can lend an experienced hand. Good to be in business with you. Time to break the news to Sten. So that's it? Look nasty and babysit some weapon mules? There's a bit more to it than that. I see. Swim, crawl, and muck under the dome for a week. Join a merc company, they said. Neither of us are in the mood to hear complaints, Sten. Alright, it's gotta be worth something to you. Let me get my kit and change of clothes. I guess I'm going caving. Stay sharp. What started as a fun bit of splunking could get ugly fast. And thankfully, we have our next token just in time to make that one a little bit nicer. So let's boost legwork once. That's going to bring her up to 65. It's going to bring him up to 40. And then next token will bring it to 60. He's got a chance of it being decent. Let's go ahead and see if she succeeds on this mission or not. Didn't have to crack any skulls. You're right about the tolerance for threats. It was very, very low. Overdue medical bills have been flowing from the underground all week. Well done. The illegal part of my clinic is going to be running smoother than my front. 2 favors and 20 influence. That's good because we, of course, want her to gain influence so she can upgrade her... where is she? Her services? Yeah, so she's up to only at 30, but we can sell her stuff down the line and eventually get where we want to go. I'm short on everything for now, but that's okay. Yeah, this is due in 12 hours. There's no chance we drop heat low enough, so let's not bother with the counter intel pod. I can train my 2 new mercs, though. We should probably do that. Let's go ahead and do the free respec here on the Scourge. I'm going to go ahead and rush for Tox Cloud. I always do. Plus damage and crit vuln is nice. I have 4 more points. I can go 1, 2, 3 and get Brainworm. Gives him safety. I also want Dissolve. This is what I think is sort of the default sort of route here to play a Scourge. One thing I could go for is some range on Brainworm. 15 is a little bit tight. You can drop the AP to 0. You can get the range up to 25. But I'd rather actually learn Dissolve than anything else, so I'm going to be here. I also have a spare shotgun. We can give you this, and you can wear this shotgun. We'll put one of these 2 mods on. Looks like this one has plus max optimal range by 2. This has more accuracy. We will take max optimal. Max optimal is a pretty needed stat on shotguns. The base range on this thing is 7. Now it's 9. It's slowly getting there. Only got one option here. It's a bit of shred and some crit bonus, which is fine. Brings my shred chance up to a pretty solid 74, which is decent. I'm going to leave you here like this for now. That's going to be you being fine. Let's go retrain the hacker because I never need these extra 2 points in hard shell. And yeah. So what we're going to go for is the normal initial 4 in overclock. We of course want hard shell. We of course want packet loss. And then going to go up here and we're going to get 2 charges of no op so I can make some headway. Whenever she's called in to do that, we can make that happen. We've got our Q gap spike here. I will not start the mission. I will not start the mission. We're going to need to actually bring your cyberdeck back. I had unwhipped it off camera because I thought we were going to run the other hacker, and then I realized that I can't do that. So you're there. Now, because, let's see, and let me double check one thing real quick. Yeah, we have other 2 characters available here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other hacker, the baby hacker, into here. I'm going to send you to the trainer. You're going to gain XP from these missions and get up to a decent level here. And we're going to run the QGOP spike, and then if we have enough time, we're going to run the assassination mission as well with Rhino stepping in. So let me double check that my loadout's going to look fine. You've got your Street Scout looking pretty decent with a silencer attached. You've got the AR with a silencer attached. You're on Pistol Club, which should be fine. And then you've got this Urban Assault with a basic pistol here as well, and that should be decent. I'm double checking that I've got silencers on. I do. This is allowed at 22, which is pretty easy. Yeah, I think this is my squad. I think we're looking okay here. Let's go ahead and run the Park Street lease. And double check that I don't want to buy any leverage. Nah, this is fine. I don't need this here. We're okay. We got some profit. We got a Matrix Snoop to make the hack easier. Let's go. Alright, we're here. We're on the ground. The Matrix Terminal and sole access point to the buried data block is inside the fortress. Right up there. Give me to that terminal, and I can do the rest. But if things get hot, I'll need to be watching my back. I don't spike well if I'm getting shot. Yeah, understandable. We've got some ground to cover. It'd be best if we can arrive at the terminal without open war on our hands. Once you've hit the CPU, your extractions will be ready. Okay. So, we are starting here. The route in is not fast. It's around the right-hand side there, and these guys are in kind of a weird spot. They'll have a hard time looking over, but I still want to know what they're going to do. You're turning. You're not going run. Okay, so these guys are all going that way, and I would rather you use your turn and then figure out, you know, more later. So I'm going to tactical surge, and let's go get intel on what they're going to try to do. This guy might be hard to kill. Hopefully it's not. We're just going to delay. Yeah, cool. You turning away is helpful. So those two are just turning. I can bypass you, no problem. And you're just turning. It's kind of nice that, like, virtually all these guards are not walking around. We take those. So as far as this attack, yeah, I can just barely get line of sight from here, which isn't necessarily miserable, but it might suck. Nice thing is I can yield to bubbles, and that will give me more options. I will have a bunch of accuracy and whatnot. All right, we see a few new guards. There's one over there that we can ignore. There's a captain over there that we actually care about. I'm tempted to reveal him, but I can't just yet. So I'm going to yield. Bubbles has 2 J-Tacs, which is nice. I'm not going to snipe anybody. I'm just kind of checking. Yeah, you're in range of those two. That's cute. You do not have the same move speed that Cyberknight does. Although I can try to take that shot. I mean, it's not even inaccurate. But I don't think I one-shot him, most likely. So that would be risky for very little gain. But I'm considering it. Let's start by J-Tacking the team. Let's put it there. That's going to be reasonably a spot to shoot from. Let's have you go for some pistol shots here. This looks half decent. I could have gone for a strike zone. I chose not to. Maybe that was wrong. We get some damage. Now, the one downside is I can't move out of this spot, so I have to hope the rest of my team actually has a good angle on this. They should, but I really didn't plan it out too well to, like, truly guarantee it. I just want to stand somewhere where I see a 1. And see where else I can stand as well. Like, if I go... Ooh. Darn, I can't quite get her there with 3 action points. That's too bad. I want to stand basically around here and cover. That way, the shot is her stepping out to make the shot, which means that's going to leave room for other people to also do that. So that's looking pretty playable. Shot lands. There's the crit. And it's a stealth crit because she was hidden initially. It's going to give Bubbles a really good chance at this. Just got to make sure, again, I'm in a spot where, there we go. I will step out to take the shot. It should look decent overall. And then hopefully Static can clean it up afterwards. I think it'll be playable. Yeah, guaranteed hit. Guaranteed glance even. Not a guaranteed hit. But if I don't roll too badly. Yeah, I got a glance. That sucks. Alright, I am not guaranteed that Static actually gets line of sight on this. Not at all. Okay, right there. Tells me I have line of sight. I don't care that I get seen. This should count acceptably. In my range, right? You're at 22 meters. My range in this is 30. So I can stand just about anywhere and it works. And if I step back a little bit so that I'm not in line of sight, right? I get a blue line, not a red one. That gives me a surprise target. I'm gonna kind of make sure I'm like right here. This looks fine. Right? This should be clean. It gives me a surprise target, so I get bonus hit chance. Because I have a bunch of recoil, right, from how I'm running up. So, yep. I would lose 25 hit chance here, which would drop me to, what, 71 to hit, which is not a guarantee. And so, we do it that way. We get a guarantee. Down you go. Took a lot to get there, but we did. A little bit of tally, no big deal. Okay. You might turn and see the corpse, but we can figure that out later. It's fine. It's not the end of the world if you get a little bit of tally there. Just going to spam delay, let these guys all move. Yeah, you're walking towards us. That's just fine. Ooh, you're in cover. That's a little bit bad. You're standing around. Let's see. Actually, you're not really in cover. Okay. I'm tempted to strike zone somewhere like this. Let's see. If I'm going at 8, and I can't get everyone to delay. Yeah, the goal is going to be strike zone here. It's only hitting the one captain and that one guy. But I think these are actually some of my best shots to go for. I'm in range of view, which is kind of funny. I don't need that, but it's there if I want it. Static can go at the very end. She has a stun for clutch if needed. You turned that way, which is nice for me. Gives me room to move around. Alright. Early progress is looking decent. That's good. Okay. Well, can't do much more yielding here. Would like to attack from inside of JTAC if possible. That range is pretty bad, and your gun shoots at 18 meters, so... It is... Actually, I should actually have her yield and have everyone else go first. You don't make this, right? No, there's no shot. Okay. Darn, that's going to make this a little bit annoying. I'm going to put you here, which is not JTAC, but at least I can shoot twice. At worst, I think I can get Static in range to... be successful with her eye lasers, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. You're now alert. There's the crit. One hit too late, but it's okay. I'm thinking we should do similar stuff with Bracket here. Let's put you here. That's going to be, yeah, 3 AP walking forward, which is 2 shots. Strike Zone still makes the hit chance pretty good and gives me crit and everything, so not too bad. You see that she's decayed to hunted as the person that she was fighting last turn was killed. I'm pretty sure my Cybernite was there as well, but I don't know anymore. And then you never got actually spotted, so okay. Right, so we aggroed somebody on one turn, and they immediately got killed. That, of course, is, you know, the intended interaction of immediately decay to hunted the turn afterwards. So, that's as expected. Sniper shot's looking decent here. Ooh, the crit is nice, actually. You go back to spotted, which makes sense. 68 to hit is looking decent. It's likely not a kill, especially when you miss like that. Am I willing to risk that she misses? It should be fine, and I want to see if I can get to a spot where I'm inside of JTAC and I have a shot on him. The answer is yes, right here. I'm easily in 30 meters. I'm still up by JTAC. You're in strike zone. This guy is definitely... Oh, nope, I walked too far forward. Still, you're definitely dead. I don't need a full auto from what the game is telling me. It tells me that my minimum damage roll is going to kill. I know a player had reported a bug once where they had a red skull and they didn't get the kill even with... like, the preview is incorrect. Obviously, can't verify that myself, but... Someone said it happened. I'm not going to say they're wrong. But at least we got through this. Go make some progress now. I think letting you have your turn is fine. If you find a corpse, I don't care. Stunning him will be hard because the War Machine needs direct line of sight. So I can't do much about that. It's fine. These guys are useless. We've got a turn or two till the corpse timer is out. Most of these guys are standing around, which is nice for me. We will delay and delay and delay. Yeah, these guys mostly don't have active patrols. That's just fine. You're not going to reach this guy. You can go for a couple of pistol shots, or even just one. I'm thinking I would like the element of surprise here. Yeah, so we can see that she's still hidden. These guys went back to hunted, but for some reason she's remained spotted, and I don't know why. So something is inconsistent here. I guess I'll set it as a bug report, because I'm unsure why this would be different. This is, like, inconsistency around decaying from spotted to hunted. So my team all did the same thing last turn. Walk up, shoot the captain, and eventually the War Machine one-shot him. The War Machine is properly hidden since she always killed on the attack, on her first attack. Everyone else simply wounded the captain and became spotted. I don't know why my CK and sniper became hunted, but my hacker is still spotted. What's different here? So this is, you know, my limited understanding. I mean, it could just simply be a bug, of course, right? That's entirely possible. It could be that, like, she was, like, too close, and by being within 20 meters or something. I mean, that's a possibility, I suppose. I couldn't tell you. If someone actually knows what, you know, makes these behave differently, please let me know. But, yeah, nothing was obvious to me here. I'm going to run up to this far. I also rewind back. I got to remember that. But I don't want to use pre-computed on bubbles just to, like, have them put that stuff up. Okay, these guys are going to be something a little bit scary. I want to walk up because, again, I'm hunted, so hunted means you are not guaranteed your stealth crit. Ooh, actually, you rolled an 18. Okay, I need to see. I can't see. I can't delay to static or anything. I think I have to interference spike here to make sure that if we don't get the kill, we're still safe. And then I want to know what these two guys are doing because they're the ones relatively close by. Okay, you're walking toward there. You might do something as well, but we're probably okay for a bit. I'm going to have bracket yield so that other people can, like, go and try to do combat things. I'm thinking we're going to fight somewhere around here with JTAC. Actually, we're probably going to go pretty stealth and just not do anything this turn. I just realized, like, there's no reason to really rush at this guy. So we just kind of crouch up, get kind of close. Turns out I didn't need to slow him down. Although maybe if he turns toward me, it's scary. So I'm just going to throw JTAC somewhere like this. We'll fight from around here. This should be fine. And you'll have the entire team basically make this play, which is just get kind of close. That should be okay. Under sec level 6 is pretty playable. Have you hugged the wall? Why not? Go here. That's out of earshot. And then I think this corpse ends next turn. Oh, I got a little bit of time still. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll walk you closer because you're going to use a bat. And then we'll go first. We're going to win on initiative. And we'll just go first. And it should be fine. So again, nothing but the typical tally. Let's see. Yep, so everyone decayed by 1. Right? So the intent is that you're supposed to be able to decay by 1. I don't know why she skipped a step. But, oh, and he skipped a step too. So that's also weird, right? Again, couldn't tell you why. I don't know if it's number of attacks. Right? If, like, you get another stack of spotted or something because you attacked more than once. I'm not saying it's happening. I truly have no idea. But, right, you two both decayed by 1, and then you didn't. I mean, there's even, like, a chance it's like, oh, it's a random chance to decay. And that's, like, the intended mechanic that you're just not guaranteed it every time. I could buy that, right? If that's intended, I don't mind. I can learn to live with that and, figure out how to play around that. But, yeah, I just couldn't tell you what's really happening here. Unfortunately, I can't get into a spot where he'll lunge. This won't count as enough cover such that he'll lunge out. Same for there. So what I've got basically is, and I mean, no one else is going to be scary here, so I'm just going to run up because I can, be in attack range. You see me, you see a bunch of intruders, So they all get spotted, which means they're all going to be a little bit angsty via that. Gotta say, this weapon does a lot of damage, though. The new blade from a previous mission, and 400 kinetic is pretty good. Oh, man! I mean, the crit chance is pretty low, but it's nice to get, you know, a solid, you know, crit for 500 kinetic, and then get a decent portion of that. I mean, a solid, like, what, 16% or so is as pure? Roughly? What am I at? Yeah, 20% kinetic is pure. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, well, I can leave you around. Okay, you're walking there, but that's fine. I don't really care what you're doing. It's the hacker's turn to do her job, and we should be pretty much chilling. Again, the value of the kills are going to be really, really low. The blueprint I've got is very good. If you're crafting, it is not worth much. It is a forced intrinsic on heavy weapons, and it's honestly pretty quality. So I'm going to preload that as well. Tally, connection use, we scan, we get to see the traps. How bad are they? Load a program, exit the node. Okay, we're super chilling. There's nothing connected here, so I'm not going to bother. They're aware that there are sometimes maps that have an SCU and no nodes attached. I think they've said the work required to add more logic to matrix host picking, and like the relative upside of that not being in the way is not worth their time. I would agree personally. They have 3 devs. This is not the end of the world. Just hover, be like, oh, there are no nodes. Don't walk here. Again, it's not perfect, right? It's like a design bug, essentially. But, like, I don't care that much. It's fine. All right, so that's going to be this. I'm going to load Deception here. Because I have to get rid of 2 active ice, and I've only got 1 charge here. So I load this, and I can stand on a node. Like, this is fine. And then we'll knock these down next turn. I can get through most of the host next turn. Should be no problem. You're probably going to walk next turn. You're standing around. Good for you. And so, basically, let's be in position. I don't know where my exit is yet, but I want to be in a position where, like, we can fight if needed. We're in cover, right? I have good firing lines. They don't see me. I guess we should have delay to make sure all the guards didn't do anything too spicy. We're fine, as it turns out, but no reason to spend AP when I wasn't in danger. That way I can get more information, and that's useful. Alright. So, I'm going to have Panther just stay here. Reload his pistol. He's fine where he is. Static is fine where she is. And then Bubbles, I want to reload his guns. You're going to not do much, so reload gun 1. Swap. Reload gun 2. Great. And then similar stuff here. Let's just kind of put you in some cover. It's fine. G-Attack will last for several turns. By the time it's done, we'll have the cooldown back. No big deal. Alright, escalation right away with reinforcements. Kind of sucks. Not the end of the world, though. As, again, the security AI knows nothing. Now it will know about this corpse. These are still a little bit away, but it's fine. I'm going to save tax search till I know if I need it. You're standing around. You're going to wait. You're walking around. That's fine. You'll find a corpse soon enough, though. Let's see. Damage to connection is very low value. Security tally actually matters a bit. Okay, we have one of everything there, so we've got to load some of everything. Ah, shoot. Mistake. This passive ice is going to be hard to deal with because I loaded this when I should have loaded that and let this charge get used up. So, yeah, it's... Okay, damage to connection, use a program. Now, thankfully, what I'm running through here is I get to unload this and unload that to make room. I lose scan 3 right away. That's too bad. It's not the end of the world, but hurt a little bit. I need to reload scan. Let's just do that now. Let's knock this stuff down. Tally, and then prevents connection use. Must be killed. We've got to get rid of some traps over there, so let's do that. Use a program, download a file. Okay, well, we know they're ordering for all this. I need active or passive protection again. That's fine. I have 28 AP. We're chilling for now. AP cost kind of annoying. This costs 0 natively, so it's going to be no big problem, but not too worried about security events. They're going to escalate anyway. 10 HP kind of hurts, but it's not the end of the world. Disable this as well. Let me walk to the CPU. The job is to kill this all. Looks like we destroyed 4 ice, right? We damaged 4 ice. We saw that 4 were destroyed. So we know it's all clear. So I scan. I spike. Mission complete. Spike is in. CPU corruption has started. The D-Cartel matrix host will be coming apart in minutes. I could steal a few more data files. What's the status on our exits midnight? Extraction objectives are patching through now. Don't stay too long. The D-Cartel will try to box you in. We can still walk down here and see what's going on. All right. There's some stuff we can knock down. security tally, and then this. With my 4 AP left, I can simply scan, and realistically, I can walk forward and just null-op this, and it's no big deal. I'm just going to do that because I can. Still in a spot where I didn't need to scan. That did literally nothing, but I had 1 AP that I couldn't use anything with. So next turn, we take these 2 accounts. It's worth a little bit of money, but I have no AP left anyway, so the functional cost is 1 action point in meat space next turn, which I think is totally fine. Well, keep using your turns. You still know nothing. We played stealth just fine. I'm going to keep waiting. Okay, you're on a patrol. Do I want to go for kills here? This guy is tanky, which is a problem. I don't have strike zone until next turn. My exit, by the way, is all the way across everybody or down this way. And down this way is actually kind of chill. This guy is a little annoying, but we can figure it out. This guy's going to walk back. You're standing still, probably. You're coming towards me, but we can run out toward this direction, and it's like kind of okay. A little bit worried about you're going to walk up and see me, though. The initiative rolls aren't great. We're ready for the hacker anyway, so I'm going to stay put. This way I'm pretty well covered. I'm not worried about much. So you're going to end your turn. You're going to do the same. And we'll walk Panther down a little bit farther to the bottom, just because I can. Seems safe enough. But you're also going to do a similar thing. No reason to Tactical Surge and waste the action points on my Cyberdecks himself. This mission's not going to go 5 more turns. Famous last words, I guess. Guard is missing quantum interference, and they've sent She to go figure out what's going on. Alright, that's you. You're going to run towards this corpse, which, no matter what you do, it's not going to matter to me. We'll need a delay beyond all these guys. That should be fine. Let's keep skipping what we can. Most of these guys are useless. I will Tactical Surge, because no matter what, we're going to be using it. We're going to be moving during this turn. Delay, delay. Alright. 2 downloads, and we're done. So I will be running toward here, just not yet. Let's wait for all the guards to have their turns. Okay, you are going up there, which is potentially a concern. We're going to escalate no matter what this turn, so I don't really care if I get escalation. He's suspicious, wakes people up around him, calls them suspicious as well. Pretty reasonable. As I expect to see some combat here, I'm going to strike zone this guy. I'm going to aim it. I'm going to aim something like this. Right, if other people walk forward, we're going to catch them in it. And I'm going to put J-Tac somewhere like this. So I think we are relatively likely to fight this guy. And then I can always rewind if needed. So you're running away. You're useless. Okay. I'm going to have Panther go last so we can use pre-computed as needed if somebody rolls poorly. Static's going to go first. That's not the fight I want to go for. I can run here and... Ooh, that does not going to count for shots. I have to run all the way up there. Or something like that. You are not going to get line of sight on this. Holy moly. You would hear gunfire. That's a problem. If I go here... Only you hear gunfire, and you're the one I'm trying to kill. I think that's fine. I think that's actually a reasonable use of my action points and everything. Wait, what? The game lied to me about the attack. This is unfortunately a relatively common bug where it just doesn't quite line up, and that kind of sucks, but oh well. Okay, let's try again. There you go. Still 2 shots. This should be decent. High ground helps. Debuff evasion helps. Good first crit. Okay, there's the shred. We're looking pretty good here. Bracket can mostly run in a straight line now. May need to add on for a bit of damage. I think. Yeah, go here then shoot seems acceptable. Although honestly, no, she's the worst like runner essentially. I'm gonna yield, have Bubbles go. He can get this kill no problem. He can go to like here, something like this. Yeah, go here then shoot a few times and then, you know, leave when needed. That should be totally fine. That should work. Yep, he knows about people. It's fine. I'm hidden. And I'm still hidden, actually, because we crit you. Great. So you got all the way down to hidden. You got all the way down to hidden. You're spotted because you were in combat. And then you got back hidden because you one-shot. Like, you never, like, were unhidden. So we're getting the okay for the most part. I'm just not sure what inconsistency is happening. Like, why some mercs are different. Have to make sure you don't roll too well on initiative. We should be fine. The whole team is looking pretty good here. I'm not sure if you make it on 6 AP, which is one problem. I might have spent too many of your action points. But I unfortunately can't do much about that. I'm just going to kind of park you here. The entire team rolled well on initiative, so I'm in no rush. Yeah, we'll just stand right here, and we'll see what we can get. Body timer expired. Sure. You have been woken up to go do stuff. Where were you sent? You were sent that way. We can get away from you. Yeah, you're heading towards the captain's corpse. That makes sense. Whole team is to go first, though, so we can easily hide away. I hope static can go far enough. Let me just double check that's true. Everyone else can basically ditch. I should be in perfect stealth at this point for everybody else, so I'm not worried about it. Static. Okay, cool. She makes it. That's good news. All right, cool. We got what we came for. Don't care about you. And we're out. D-Cartel data block is spiked. The virus is obliterating its nodes and wiping its quantum storage. Let's Ghost. We're out of here. All right, first one went well. We got a few optional downloads, which is kind of nice, but now it's going to be time for the next mission. The D-Cartel defenders had built up a multi-layered defense to try to keep intruders away from the data block. Didn't do them any good. Hey, press for your strike team. You cut through some deep physical and digital security tonight to spike that host. Static levels up. That's good. Let me go spend those points. And then it'll be time for the Assassinate VIP. The Skyrise Wetwork. Face gets +2 as well, which is good, because I wanted to go here and get handpicked. Alright, +2 levels for future recruits, and I will probably get another 1 or 2 at some point. Once I get my heat under control, I'll go back into Co-Conspire, but +2 levels for Mercs. I mean, it would have been really nice for you being at 5 and you being at 6. This would have actually been pretty helpful, but oh well. Yeah, it is what it is. War Machine gets +1 as level 5. I don't think Redline plus charge is needed. I'm happy with what I got on Berserk Case. Actually, +1 on Berserk Case is not terrible. But I want to move over here, and I mean, no, I think I want range on Crimson Vector. I'm trying to think. I eventually want to make Pulse Gen Master better, for sure. Dropping the cooldown from 8 turns to 5 turns means I get a second charge in a lot of cases. I don't need this charge here. I don't need 30% damage because there's just not enough damage to matter. But I would not mind my Pulse Gen costing me nothing. And this point means it costs 0 AP. Now, what this actually means is, like, okay, Pulse Gen has an 8-turn cooldown, and it costs 1 AP, right? Which means maybe I Pulse Gen twice. And if I drop the cooldown by 2 turns, or even just by 1 turn, slightly increase the odds that I Pulse Gen twice in a mission. Not losing health, not honestly a huge deal. I say this as someone who's lost 2 characters already, including a War Machine. 50 health has not been the difference. And in fact, it's 25. Although if I use it twice, it's, you know, net 50. And I won't have access to better Pulse Gens for a while. They're locked behind much higher level services. But saving 1 AP means I eventually save 2 AP over the course of a mission. So, you know, travel node plus grabbing this and then spending another 3 is like, it's kind of spending 5 points to save 2 AP over the course of a mission. 5 points for 2 AP over the course of a mission, not great. And slightly increase the odds that I can Pulse Gen twice because I dropped the cooldown to 6. And realistically, of course, you know, Berserk Haze will also drop the cooldown. Once on turn 1 and once on turn 5, which, you know, means I slightly increase the odds I can use it again. But I am not feeling that yet. I think what I really want is, like, this is print half a move point once every 5 turns because I get, well, it's a bit more than half. It's closer to 1 than half of 1, realistically. I'm thinking that, like, I really want to just bump all the effects of Redline because it's so many more action points. And then I'm okay with Clawmaster not doing % more damage. So this is like, I don't super need this, but these are what I want. Because it's going to have incredibly high uptime, and that's what I care about. So that's going to be for AP printing, and I can try to maximize all the stuff around that. And it's time for next mission. It is time for the... Actually, I'm going to wait 1 day to get my heat down to 99. That way I don't start at sec level 4. The squad, we are going to drop the hacker. The reason to bring the hacker is to turn off devices. Which I'm tempted to do, weirdly enough. The sniper is stronger as like a combatant. But I'm actually really tempted to run her, again, specifically because if it was a different map, I wouldn't care. But this map actually has, you can tell, like, there's a lot of stuff here on the preview. So I think I actually need device disabling. So that's going to be the play, even though I wouldn't normally do that. Unfortunately, I have no corrupt Arrowhead Securities Insiders. One of the possible starting soldiers, Aaron, has one. And if you upgrade the Underworld Hub to level 3, you can get a contact who also is a corrupt Arrowhead Securities Insider. Unfortunately, neither of those are available. So I don't have that. Is what it is. We're on legwork. I'm full on tasks. Once we get this mission out of the way, we'll have some downtime. We could go for stuff again. Right, this file hack's going to be pretty chill. So, end of the day, we've got our mercs. We're going to run the same squad back. Double check that I don't have anything in inventory that I care about. I can actually sell this Vulcan. Well, no, I'm going to decide between these. I'm going to sell the shotgun, though. Everything else looks decent. I don't believe I can use these mods for anything useful. I think I am happy with the armors that I've got right now. I am choosing the slightly better protection here over the initiative and correction point, or the initiative and evasion. That might be incorrect, to be honest, but it is what it is. Let's go. This is going to be an extremely tight hit. The VIP will be arriving soon and will head directly for their security zone. If they can reach it, they'll have missed our chance. We'll have missed our chance to take them out. I don't have it triangulated yet, but I know exactly where they'll be headed soon. We're moving to take a commanding position without kicking the bee's nest. Patch us the exit point as soon as you know. We do not know where the VIP will land or where the exit will be. We should advance toward the center while maintaining stealth if possible. At the end of turn 1, we'll know where the exit is. At the end of turn 2, they spawn. If guards are alert, they'll be alert as well, and that'll be a problem. So we are on the restricted fab. Our enemies are power level 6. We've got a shotgunner here and then some basic guards otherwise. The nice thing is this map has loot boxes, so that's kind of nice. And wow, we're getting 5 tally a turn natively. I think pretty much every Assassinate VIP has enhanced tally. That's what it seems like. I feel like I constantly see it look like that. So I'm pretty tempted to run through this way and then, you know, figure it out later. Let's see. I don't think I need to even worry about their patrol routes. I'm just going to hit delay and just see what happens. One downside is Bubbles goes late. And so if I need his JTAC, I don't have it. You're walking around, that's fine. You're walking that way, which puts you out of the camera, which is kind of nice, actually. If I'm going to try to kill you, it's going to be from around here, roughly. So let's walk to there. Let's turn the camera off. We've got another guard over this way. That's fine. And then I could do multiple delays, but I don't want to waste JTAC on one guard. I think we'll have the damage and it'll be fine no matter what. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. So first shot, surprise target, some recoil. No crit, not a surprise. All right, static, do your thing. I'm going to run you right here, and it's just claw 3 times. Actually, I will yield. I will let Panther shoot once. Make sure this guy's low enough to be killed. I would like to have line of sight with 3 AP left. That's possible right here. Okay, I think it's fine. I could stealth crit that would do a bunch of bonus damage. I hope I don't. Okay. We'll take the shot because it's 1 AP. I might as well. Okay. You're very, very low. And that will be enough that Bubbles can yield and Static gets to kill every time. I don't think I want to use my dash this turn. I think I'm happy just to walk up. It's going to be the same anyway. And we'll hand blades and then try to print AP with that. Let's go. This preview is going to be accurate. Right, within 2 meters. Yep, there we go. All right, you're just going to run. I'm going to hand blade a couple of times. Cool. The hotkey is 5. It's a glance. It's fine. Second shot's going to be better. Down you go. There's my buff. I get my 1 whole action point. But it's what I want. It's going to last for another turn. I can make more progress. And then Bubbles is going to have no problem grabbing this loot box. And so, decent enough start. The loot's what I care about. Power level 3 is giving me pretty good loot, and there's a lot of boxes here. Blueprint, we got a... Yeah, I don't really care about many of these. This is fine. Yeah, whatever. Most is getting sold, but it's okay for now. But we're going to escalate every other turn. I've got the VIP's exit route pinned down. It is way over there, which is very far from where I'm standing. They're heading to the security zone. If they enter the zone, we lose the mission. Got it. What do you think? What do you think the odds are they spawn right here? I think the odds they spawn right here or right here are very high. So I don't want to be out in the complete open at the start of this turn. Still want to know where these guards all go, so I'm still going to delay a bunch. Okay, you're walking out there. Cool. That gives me some space to walk forward. I'm going to have you stand somewhere like this. I think even that's fine, to be honest. Put you here. I'll have a CK knock this pressure sensor down. Okay, you're guarding, and then you are still walking around. And of course, you had started down there, right? So you walk to here and then here. You're either turning back around or you're going to, like, maybe go here and loop or something like that. I think you're going to be doing something like this. Most guard patrols have 1, 2, 3, or exactly 4 points they stand on. He started here. He walked here. He's walking towards here. Right, that's already 3. And so unless 4 is like this and auto paths back, which is possible, of course, he's not going to go too far. All right. I'm going to have you yield so that Panther can knock this thing down cleanly. That's going to be a bit too close to their sight line, so I'm going to go here. That'll still let me knock this down, probably. If I go here, I'm definitely behind this box. Not actually, definitely. If I'm here, I'm safe. Like, if the spawn is there, this will block line of sight. And this is almost certainly in range of the pressure sensor. Hope I'm not wrong about that. Yep. Great, that's what I wanted. Static is a good runner. Gotta be careful about the fact that he can hear footsteps, though. Okay, put you here. That likely snaps in. Get a few more guards on info. 100k cred ship, it's huge. Ooh, we got a level 6 weapon mod is kind of nice, actually. I don't want to... I do not want to alert you because you will... The enemies will spawn alert, and that'll be a really big problem. And so I think they changed this recently because in early access it worked the other way around. I believe that stunned guards will not share alert status with the VIP, but there was a time in early access where if they were alert, even if they were stunned, it would still share. And obviously that's like not great. I don't know what you're doing on your turn, which is a little scary for me. But I think ultimately, taking a step out, and then running to this as cover is decent enough. Panther can always do initiative changes if needed. If he turns around, I'm really sad, but I'm just going to hope it's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have run back. I'm like really betting on this being the spawn point. I truly don't know. Probably shouldn't be betting on that, but it's too late. If I stand you here, you're too close. If you're here, you might have line of sight on this. I am betting really, really hard on that being the spawn point. I don't know why I am. But yeah, you being far away from this guard is not great for me. All right, let's see what happens. Here they come. Okay, I got it right. Ah, and they're alert because this guy's in line of sight. They spawned way closer than I thought they would. The asset is on the ground. Weapon's hot. We're going in. Yeah, well, they're alert, so it's immediately go time, and Bracket's initiative sucks. All right. Okay, well, let's do a couple things. Let's delay you guys by 2. This is immediately miserable. Them spawning here instead of at this gate is not great. This might be fine, but you know, we'll see if they think. Not necessarily a bug. VIP spawn is farther forward than I expected. I expected them closer to the door. Instead, they're pretty far into the room. All right. Let's hope it goes well. Obviously, they're alert, which is scary. They are going to be on the Sec AI panel, which is, you know, means they're going to share as well. So, okay, by delaying you guys now, right, all of you now rolled below my hacker in initiative. That's good news. I have look ahead. What are you doing? Shit, you're running towards them, and your roll is a 16? You absolute jerk. I'm going to slow you down to a 10 so we have time to move. That's really bad for me. If I fully yield and delay down to 8, I'm still not going ahead of you, and I'm not going ahead of you guys either. So I think what I have to do is just... Oh gosh, this is going to be so crap. I mean, I could just throw stuns down, of course. I can use up my last landmines. But yeah, they've got 2 mecha infantry who are power level 7. They've got this guard shotgun who's, you know, not the scariest thing in the world. And this captain who's got a lot of protection points here as well. I mean, there's basically no way we can one-shot them. So we really do need crowd control here. Right? We're going to have some value with our crit chance stuff. That's good. But... let's see. Let me like go through what weapons I have, right? So you've got a bat. Yeah, I've got 1 bat. That's 1 stun. She can eye strike. That's maybe 2 stuns. So we can keep these mechs from attacking probably. Everyone else kind of has to get straight up killed. As far as I can tell, there's like no other real option. Stun the mechs, kill the rest. Now I can. Actually, he can't. I don't want to AT grenade because this guy's going to be even more annoyed. I can get my team, you know. If I'm here, like, I'm fine, right? This guy's gonna... I mean, if he walks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... If he goes here, he just barely might not share status, right? That's 9 meters away. He just barely might not share status and just, you know, just look this way. And because he's interference spiked, that, I believe, will carry forward to his next turn as well, which makes it not horrible. If I throw an AT grenade, that goes out the window. And the question is, would I rather kill the shotgun or the captain if I only get 1 strike? Well, if you go to here, you see me every time. Yeah, if I go here, I may be hiding behind the captain. And he's blocking line of sight, like, theoretically, potentially. That's a little spicy, but... Actually, if I can stand behind one of these guys... Like, I can't get far enough, though. Yeah, I can't. Okay. Yeah, if I stand here, I have to go all the way up there to get line of sight on him, and this guy's not blocking line of sight from this spot. Right, like that sees. I guess my best shot is then to stand somewhere like this, and have that block line of sight then, and that's like kind of playable. It's not the best, but it's what I've got. Yeah, I think it's run up here. I'm in range. This should block line of sight from this guy walking forward. If I go a little bit farther over, somewhere like that. Yeah, if you're here, you don't catch me. And... yeah. There's a chance... yeah, I think this is okay. Okay, I think you're fine where you are here. And I can't do a further yield to bubbles, so... like, if I do a yield, I go to 17. So, I power slice. It's good damage. If I get lucky, I shred. It's still good damage. Okay, you're going to do a yield. This gives Bubbles the chance to clearly strike zone these people. I'm going to J-tack as much of my team as I can, so somewhere like this looks pretty acceptable. I'm going to yield back to static because I don't care about you two. I want to see what she can do first. She's got a stun club. And that, unfortunately, might mean she only has, like, stun strike one of them. Oh, wow. Okay. I think I still need to go for 2 stuns is the problem. But what I would have liked to do is, right, if I can bat one and stun strike the other, I would have loved to have more AP to use the pulse generator to get more damage and wear these guys out, but that's not really happening here. Another option is to go somewhere like... actually, I mean, where I am right now, he's in earshot range. Just barely, unfortunately. It's like literally like almost like at the range. It's within 2 meters. If I go here, I can full auto. It'll be decent. Right, my attack range here is fine. 9 is acceptable. But yeah, if I go somewhere like this, I can get both you guys in the attack. I then have a 2 AP follow-up. I still have to stun one of them. Yeah, but the problem is I can't stun them both easily. And I need to stun them both. Like, that kind of has to happen. The downside of that, though, is And I also need direct line of sight. So I have to do something like... Also, I want to kill his captain. So I kind of want to, like... I kind of want to go here. Stun bat you. I strike you. Claw you 3 times and hope it's enough. It's not guaranteed to be enough, don't get me wrong. But these guys have to be stunned. I think there's no way around it. I think I need to stun them. I don't think my hacker and sniper have enough damage to kill this guy. But I believe... Nope, I have no stuns left. Yeah, I have no, I have no shock mines. This guy is basically unkillable then. And he's got a shotgun, which means he could 2-shot my Cyber. So how do I get around this? How do I get around the fact that I am out of tools? AT grenade won't do what I need. These guys definitely can't get killed. Darn, I wish I had the Overwatch talent learned. If Static had her Overwatch talent, she could lock this guy up. She doesn't have that. How does this guy die? How? How could he possibly die? This kill we can get, but my Cyber Knight, if he gets shotgun twice, I lose, like, I literally lose the game, right? If this guy chooses my Cyber Knight, it's just over. But these guys have to be stunned. Like, they just have to be stunned. So there's no choice I have except that. This is in stun bat range, and you're in eye strike range, and that's got to be the start. There's no other way I could possibly start this. I can claw this for a little bit of AP. I guess I might as well to start, right? I'll claw because there's nothing else to do. It's not much damage, but there's a chance I roll high enough. A chance. 76 is good. 73 is good. Okay. Mission complete. That's something. Target down. Get off the killing floor. Exit's way over there. Scramble for an exit. Uh-huh. One thing I could have thought about, and I didn't, was if Bracket has a good full auto that kills him and damages him, we maybe get enough damage throughput. Still, I'm going to stun you. I'm going to use Power Slice on you. That's good damage. I have 1 AP left. Which, actually, I do have Generator. I do have Pulse Generator. I mean, it's minus evasion and a good amount of damage to start, which will make the other attacks go pretty well. Strikes enemies. I don't believe it ever makes noise. We get a bit of damage. Lose a bit of health. It's fine. The dash costs 1 action point, so I don't have that. I'm unfortunately blocking a bit of line of sight here, but it is what it is. You are thankfully behind this, so this guy still might not see you. Our hit chance is going to be phenomenal. I'm just not sure we have what we need. So I can step you out here. So I can spend, if I spend 1 AP here. Actually, ooh, you know what I really want? I want a stealth crit. I don't have it though. Okay, I have right here, this is a chance at a stealth crit. So I'm in JTAC, you're in strike zone. A stealth crit will do... Right, it'll do roughly triple damage. And yes, he's got armor, but 255 ballistic, tripled, you know, cut by about a third, is still about 255. So, yeah, going here... Let me turn on the vision cones. Yeah, going here, roughly. Yeah, it's like going here, having line of sight. Oh, he's gonna hear the gunfire. Usually they don't do much about only hearing 1 gunshot. So I'm gonna risk it. Because I need this. I need this to be a possible stealth crit. He's gonna hear the gun. It is what it is. 59. Please crit this. Please. Yes. Okay, he heard gunfire, and he's walking towards the gunfire, which is a problem. But it's the best I've got. I'm going to walk you to wherever I can, where I get a shot. Which is going to be here. I'm still probably going to get C. Actually, I'm always getting C with this guy. There's no way around that, right? Not really. I mean, he's walking straight like this. He's going to turn around here. He's going to see me. And I have to hope that I'm good enough to, like, not just die. That he ends his turn. So what's funny is, normally guards do not run off of a single shot. It's infrequent that they do so. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Oh my gosh! I have an Overwatch talent! If I just let him have his turn, he goes before this guy and just walks in a straight line, and Overwatch catches him. Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, this gun is accurate at 18 meters. I'm going to hope that you just don't do anything. Which sounds kind of stupid, but... Actually, let's take the shot. I have so much accuracy here that, like, I'll just generate the recoil. It is what it is. Wow, that crit is really nice. I'm just gonna hope. I'm just gonna hope that you're not gonna do too much to me. I'm going Overwatch right here. You know nothing. Bracket can shoot him with her pistol. She could also shoot her with the orbital assault rifle. And considering I need to also kill these guys. Oh, I can't get good line of sight at all because of how my team is lined up, which totally makes sense. I also would love to not block the Overwatch if at all possible. Wow, I cannot hit more than one guard. I just do not have... Yeah, cool. I can shoot him, which is not at all what I want. I don't want to wake him up. Okay, Panther rolled pretty well. That's good news. I don't care about these two. And that's going really close. I don't want to block Overwatch, so I want to kind of be off to the side like this. Okay, if I go here, that seems kind of playable. That's full auto on both. He's going to hear the gunfire. Can't do anything about that. That's probably a kill, to be honest. You're going to see me, but only for a bit, right? I'm getting back out of the cone. Well, we'll see what this looks like, but... Yeah, it tells me I have a guaranteed kill. Okay. I hope these guys don't roll too well on initiative. And then I hope you don't just outright kill my guy. Down you go. Crit and shred. That's pretty nice. He hears more gunfire. Alright, moment of truth. What are you going to do? You're walking up. And you ended your turn seeing bad guys. Stun, you roll a 20? Reports of intruders. Okay. Do I have remotely enough damage in my Cyber I think I can bump one person's initiative, and we can maybe lock one of these guys. Yeah, so they're sending everybody. Yep, they're sending everybody. Okay. We're not getting the low sec level, I don't think. This guy rolled a 20, this guy rolled a 17. Alright, Cyber what you got? We have an Overwatch cone. That is... It has enough overlap there, I think. Right? I think you're in this. Static has no extra stuns. I'm thinking it's go here, strike twice, bump static, hope this Overwatch cone is good enough. Because this guy, so it's basically kill one, Overwatch the other, ideally. And like hope we have enough. I can't lower initiatives by any more. Oh, you know what? Rewind will give her her talent charges back. And so she can do, it doesn't rewind direct cybernetic talents, but it does rewind class talents. Which means it'll bring Eye Strike back. So I'm going to rewind static. I'm going to pre-compute her as well. Now she can Eye Strike one and probably Bat Stun another. I believe that to be true. I'm going to stand somewhere where I'm not going to block everyone else's line of sight. This I'm still in range for. Blocking on a J-Tack's not great, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We still got the crit. Which means we can maybe just get the kill, even. 84 to... I mean, would have been higher if I had instead of J-Tack. Again, we still get the crit, which is great. Static is going to claw this, because why the hell wouldn't I? Okay, that was kind of funny. And I have Stun Strike back. So... I guess I can save it for a little bit and walk up here and strike with the bat a few times. Because you never know. I can Stun Strike at the end if needed. Right, that's not going to be a problem. Let's make sure I stay inside of J-Tack if I can. Looks like... standing here is going to do that. I wasn't in range otherwise, so yeah. Tells me I'm in range. Within 2 meters. Alright, you've got a good bat. Let's see how you do. 1. 370 crit. 2. Another 300 damage crit. It's telling me I have a guaranteed lethal damage here. Yo, if you tell me that... Oh, shoot. You're at 10. Yeah, alright. We have to hope it's enough. 3 crits in a row. We take those. Okay, you're walking. Ooh, are you going to turn aggro? Are you going to get in range? Just barely not. Huge. Okay. So you need to start doing work. I think double full auto is my best play. And then Bubbles cleans up. And you rolled an 18, but we can hide from you. It's not the most damage, but it's the best I've got. You're not surprised. I'm not going to get anything better than this. I don't have a stun. We just hope it's enough damage. Please crit. Oh, the shred is good enough. 60 to hit isn't great. But that crit is good. Bubbles rolled an... Well, he has an 11. Your Overwatch initiative is always your current turn -2. These things are still in the way. And you turn the vision... Okay, that's a clusterfuck of vision cones. Just need you in range of this guy. I mean, the hit chance has got to be astronomically high. Let's see. You're at 18. You're at 14. CK and Panther are both still higher. It's looking decent. I'm thinking if I go here, I have 2 shots. And ideally am able to walk away. So I'm going to spend 1 AP first. I want to get outside of your earshot. So that you don't hear me running. Gives me some more distance. I could try to go somewhere like this. It's not gonna hide from him, it's gonna hide from him. He's walking out to there. And you actually won't see the corpse either. As long as I'm behind this, I'm okay. And this guy rolled a 14, which I'm very likely to beat. But I think, look, I'm allowed to stand here and it's fine. I don't think there's any downside to it. 60 meters away is, you know, clean shots. Gives me a bit of cover in case something goes kind of weird. Down you go. And I can simply reload. They know nothing new. I'm happy to stand right here. My team can recover. It'll be okay. Alright, you've been told to walk towards... Probably a body timer, right? Yeah, guard is missing. Okay, so you're going to run right through me towards here. Lots more guards being sent. Understandable. Alright, so the entire map's been woken up now. That's okay. We're clearly getting the kills we want. Mission's complete. Can we hide from you? You rolled an 18, and I believe Panther does not have his tools available. He does not. He has Tactical Surge, which boosts my team to 19, which means it is enough. Okay. If I yield and hide everyone behind this box, essentially, I think they bypass us. Legit. Because you're going to run... You've been told to go to this corpse. This corpse. So you're going to go right like that. And this blocks line of sight as far as I can tell. You were told to run over here to these corpses. That's fine. We'll ambush you when you get here. I'm pretty sure I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm very sad, of course. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. I would like to spend as few AP as possible. That's not really happening here. I could go for this kill proactively, but I really would rather let him run toward me. I think hiding here is acceptable. I'm hiding from both these movements. It's a little dangerous, actually. He might have a vision cone down there. Alright, I'm wasting part of an action point doing this, but I think it's my best spot to stand. That looks safe. And Bubbles, I think... Yeah, that's gonna count as blocking line of sight as well. Alright, if I'm unlucky and they see with vision cones, I'm sad, but... And they're all walking towards me. This is the big killing field, essentially. I've got JTAC, so... Oh! Yep, okay. You found us. I got that wrong. It's fine, I can figure it out. Are you gonna turn alert? Yep, you turned alert. Okay. Well, I tried to be cute. I was not cute enough. I have Stun Strike, though. It's not the end of the world. I have 2 claw attacks. It'll be fine. Okay, so 17. Right, 17 in aggro. 15 in aggro. You're coming up at 21. You're going to get here and turn alert unless we kill everybody, which is, yeah. You have no tools. Alright, well, try to be cute. Wasn't cute. CK got spotted by you. Totally makes sense. Alright. So, the plan is... You are not allowed to act or you will probably kill me. Or at least deal really meaningful damage that I care about. If I run out like this, I have Stun Strike. I can stun you. The Fire Comm is a little bit scary, but as long as you're stunned, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm thinking the play is run out to here. 3 AP left is fine. It's Stun Strike plus a little bit more, which is, I think, is acceptable. Being out here, I'm going to get spotted, sure, but it's fine. Double check. Yep, still in Stun Strike range. All right, let's do it. You see me. Yep. I'm going to stun you because I can get around this. I am confident I can get around this. You need to stop. And then you, I'm going to laser you. Oh, shoot, you're a shotgunner. I misjudged that. This is a very big problem. I thought it was a basic guard, not a shotgunner. That is an issue. I've debuffed you for a little bit of crit chance. We'll do a tiny bit of damage with blades. This is a problem. This is a very, 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 very real problem. You're on the way up. You don't make it yet. That's good. This is a very, very, very real problem. I get 1 strike here. It's not going to kill. Crap, I screwed this up. I have no tools here. Damn it. She could... I mean, she's just outright going to die to this, right? There's no way around that one. I mean, he's going to melee range shoot her. His second shot kills. Well, she has good armor, at least, right? She has high-quality armor. Mine's okay, but she has 2 protection points, which means she likely doesn't get killed by the first shot. Just gets wounded. So... Okay, she's not dead. She's just hurt. And I can use medkits. I don't believe he can one-shot. I don't think he can do, you know, functionally 400 damage. I'm glad she has heavy armor. You're stunned. I need to start killing you. Man, what a stupid mistake. I thought he was a baby. He was a shotgunner. Oh. Strike 1 is good. Start working on you next. So reload and then shoot. Okay. Alright, let's see how we do. Yep. Shot 1. Shredded. Shot 2 will start bleeding out, but she won't die. She rolled 22. You're not going to reach me. Okay. Well, she lives. Yeah, she lives. We can use her Biostitch to heal her back up. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. What did you roll, by the way? You rolled a 17. Okay, at least 2 of my team are going before that one. And what does my Cybernite have? He has nothing still. Okay. Well, she can still mend herself and try to go for more, but yeah, it's a little ugly. Run to here, shoot 3 times seems playable. These guys go back to back. That's a little bit scary. He can walk up, get alert, then she can walk up and turn alert right afterwards. Still, though. Oh, why did I walk out of JTAC? I'm griefing. This is going to suck a little bit because of that. I'm just making mistakes. I'm making mistakes. I'm making really stupid mistakes. Multiple in a row. I'm definitely playing worse than I normally play in this game. Very silly. Alright, well, you still have 2 shots. It's looking decent, honestly. 20 meters. Sniper rifle's gonna look good. First shot's okay. Second shot hopefully kills. Good. It's something. I want JTAC to get my team here, so it's gonna be catch the war machine, catch these guys. Yep, that's fine. Okay. We go on for next turn. Loses some health from bleeding out. Understandable. Quantum interference. Permutation is body timers. It's not a big deal. I'm going to skip that. Alright, no matter what, you absolutely must. Unless there's like... Wow. So the reason I wouldn't do it, I have 31 health left and I can stun you. And that is a very good reason to not use Biostitch bandages yet. Because stunning you is how I keep you from doing anything. These guys are a little scary, but I can duck. So if I go here, right, if I go right here, right, I'm going to lose 20 health from bleeding out, right? I'm going to lose 20 health from bleeding out. But I can stand here. Oh, you might run up on me. That is a problem. It's just more reason I have to roll better initiative, but This guy's behind behind cover. It's all kind of unplayable. It just is what it is. He's going to run towards me. Yep. He's going to come here. He's going to see me. And it is what it is. You need to stun this guy. I'm going to save the claw attacks because it's not going to kill him. Alright, you're going to run up. You managed to not see anything, which is huge. I guess we delay then, right? Let these guys have their turn and get more information. Okay, you spotted me. That's fine. My best armor killer is actually him. You rolled it. Yeah, you rolled better anyway. You heard me. You're angry. We shred the first strike, which means second strike looks really good. Down you go. Please roll well. 19's not horrible. You're out of ammo. That's fine. Am I in J-Tac? Yes. Reloading wasn't needed, but I couldn't do anything else anyway. Let's go ahead and see what these other guards do. You're alert, but no one's going to walk into you. Let's see. You're there, but stunned. You're over there too far away. You're going to walk into me. You're not going to get close enough. Let's go see what they do. He rolled... Ooh, he rolled a 16. Okay, he rolled above static. Panther must save. Sick AI in the ear. Actually, the fact that he's walking is huge. Nope, he still sees me. That's fine. He rolled a 20? Oh, no. Okay, that means I have to heal. Or do something even more above that. Yeah, okay. So the play is... Okay, so the play is come out here. Get her to not be bleeding out, which gives me a little bit of cover. But I go as far as I can, which is right here. As far as I can go. Bandages, just tell me they're in range. Okay, you're not bleeding out anymore. It's something. Minus evasion, not the end of the world. I have one Overwatch shot, and it's going right here. And then you... Yeah, so Panther is going to have to try to get this kill. Which I think is actually kind of playable. Or, like, do initiative tools, because he's going to have them. Something's coming back up. He's going to have Interference Spike. Okay, you're in J-Tac, and this shot seems fine. I think it's better than reloading. We'll just shoot 3 times. Not a guaranteed kill by any means, but your initiative roll kind of sucks, so it is what it is. 65. Yeah, we're not killing. It's fine, though. We're getting a million tally here, and yeah, you're definitely not dying. Thing is, snipers have really good armor, which I don't love, but it is what it is. Yeah, they have 54 unshreddable armor, so good luck with that. Okay. Escalation looks like it's not going to be reinforcements. It is high-powered laser wires. Okay. Please don't miss. Thank you. Okay. You're going soon. You're still too far away for me to care. I need you to die. And I cannot guarantee my CK kills you in 1 strike. I can try. I don't mind triggering the camera. It's whatever. I mean, if I roll really well, like if I crit, you're dead. In fact, I might use Power Slice. You're going to 18. Yeah, I think I Power Slice. That allows me to not have to Interference Spike. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. You're going for everyone else. Okay, you need to die. I can go here, and I get... Okay, so I have to Interference Spike you, so that Static and someone else can go. I can Interference Spike you instead, but Static gets his kill every time, pretty much. So you're going down to 10. Bubbles goes late. I don't care. I'm going to go here. I get 1 attack and 1... Okay, it's 100% to hit, and you're dying to this, so let's go. Thank you, high-quality attacks. Alright, you're coming up. You're coming up. Both of them are not able to threaten me yet. Panther can delay down to 9. You're walking over. You're walking over. You need to get this kill. And this guy, again, he rolled an 18. That is not good for me. Okay. That's fine. Down you go. That was a glance, but it worked. Shooting here seems pretty appropriate as far as I'm concerned. 30 to hit? Are you kidding me? Would I bother doing this then? I mean, yeah, 30 to hit is not good, but you really rolled an 18. Ugh, that sucks. I could throw an HE grenade. I'm going to delay and see what bubbles can do. Or bracket or something. So, there's a guard there that we can mostly hide from. Laser wires are scary, gotta be careful about that. I can go here and get a shot. That's good. Okay, if I go here, you're at 19, that's fine. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay. Walk over there, reload, take one shot. See what bubbles can do afterwards. And JTech helps the accuracy. Yeah, he's under low cover. Still a coin flip, though. Okay, coin flip sucked. Panther, I believe, should be able to yield. Yep, okay. Bubbles gets a few shots here. This is feeling like a pretty good strike zone area, to be honest. I don't have rewind back for a while. 3 turns is not horrible, but I don't have strike zone for 4. And I'm betting very hard here that the reinforcements are going to... this escalation is going to be reinforcements. If I kill you, you might not report. I'm not sure that's true. This still feels like a pretty good time for strike zone. Just to get the hit chance up. Let's aim somewhere like this. We get a few shots at it. It's pretty likely we get the kill. Okay, come on, dude. There you go. 85 to hit. Down you go. Still escalating. Here's what it is. You're going to walk up at 21. Panther is already back to hunted. What's the plan? I'm going to probably try to hide from you if possible. And just kind of group up with the team. Our exit is right over here. There's one box on the way, and I am tempted to, like, kind of stick it out and try to clean out more boxes. I think it's actually going to be possible. Legitimately. I know it sounds kind of suicidal, but... we got another good club. We get another 100k. This is why. The stuff is really good. There's some really nice loot here. I'm going to put you here and hide you. You should be chill for a bit. Escalation is reinforcements behind us to walk away from them. Orders received. Yes, indeed. But their like max roll is going to be like 11 or something. So we can get away from them. Hey, I got it right. Look at that. Their actual max roll is 12. But I was just kind of playing the odds that they weren't going to, you know, roll perfectly. Even though it's 1d6, which means every option is equal, you know, chances. It's fine. Okay, so JTAC is down. I mean, it's a single guard, and he's not in strike zone, so yeah, let's just use JTAC. This seems okay as far as locations are concerned. I mean, shoot, walk a bit forward, reload, keep going. Where are these guys sent? I have no idea. I could yield to Panther, and he could figure it out for me. All right, where have you been sent? Where have you been sent? You're being sent, yeah, all directly toward my team. So let's make sure we're far enough away, which is going to be hard to actually accomplish here. Yeah, I can't get in range for more than a single attack here with 1 AP. And so I have to hope that my initiative is better, or I'm caught by these guys. Yeah, this is inopportune. You rolled a 16, which is not amazing. They're not going that fast, right? If they're going at walking speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're going to here. Then they follow up next turn. I am willing to have a lot of my team like walk up this far. I don't care if they get spotted. Simply do a delay. And like kind of have some space to work with. So like if you're here, you're really far from their vision. This guy does have to die. So I'm gonna just walk up like this. Take my shot. The crit's helpful. I must reload. Take the shot. That was a glance. It's kind of unfortunate. Static can do a lot here. She has claws. I'm thinking you're just going to claw this guy 3 times. And actually, it turns out the entire team could have just run away because she can just claw 3 times. This is like always a kill, basically. Down you go. Action points printed, and she would have had the damage no matter what. So this was like a little bit unneeded. Too late now. It is what it is. This box is... I mean, I could maybe send bracket. No, this guy's in the way. Ooh, he might come up here and actually get aggro. That would be a problem, but... I guess for that reason, I will delay. Please don't get too close. Okay, you're still walking, actually. It's not urgent for you. Oh, okay, you stopped because you found a corpse. Sick. Yeah, great. There's why I'm going this way. I think it's It's this box that... Oh, man, no. I really do want the extra loot. I really do. Okay, you're actually running, not walking. That means you... Wow, that was lucky. That's hilarious. That's so lucky, actually. Bubbles roll high. That's good. Let's just get static out. At least out-ish. Let's put you here and then duck for more. Seems okay. You're on the way. Are you going to find my guy? Please don't. Good. Okay, so Bubbles outrolled him. I can't yield anymore. I want to be ultra safe and make sure Bubbles goes first in case this guy somehow max rolls. I want Bubbles to get to safety. CK, I guess only rolled a 17, which is a little bit scary, but... And then you are on the way up, but you're going the other direction. And yeah, you're going that way. Cool. Okay. Escalation is probably reinforcements. It's not. Interesting. Body timers. Okay, just more tally. Who cares? And it's only by 1 turn, which is like a pretty bad roll. Okay. So, I would like to grab a bunch of loot. Like, we're kind of resetting. We're okay. We're healthy. I know we're an hour and a half in. So, it's like, well, I'm basically staying up late. It's 1 a.m. by the way. I feel like I can clean this map out. The map has shown that its loot is of high quality. Because of that, and this, by the way, is going to be fine. I'm going to get out of the vision cone fast enough. That's not a big deal. Because of that, yeah, we're fine. I really want to grade out this map. I really want to grade this map out. Let's make sure we're, relatively into safety. So we'll run to here. There's no way they catch you. You can stop. Static can get to here. Box grabbed. Okay, I know I said everything's good. And this is still like a pretty good grip, actually. You can run out just fine. You're even behind a wall in case I need to be hiding. Okay, you're chilling. Panther, this is a good tactical search term as far as I'm concerned. Let's get the team out. I will scramble this motion field. Now, it's worth noting that every time I trigger something like this, it is another thing the sec AI can send, or like use to send guards toward me. So that can get bad. I'm going to run toward here. This guy is just not close, right? This guy. Bubbles can now run across the map. That's good. Gonna use my hacker to knock this thing down. So put you here and then packet loss. This is going to be gone. And now we have a little freedom of movement. Depends on the reinforcement spawn for sure. We're going to probably have reinforcements this turn is what I would guess. But yeah, they're all grouping up down there. And they do not know where I am other than the camera stuff that I tripped. So yeah, you got to the spot where we were seen. Now you're hunting. And so now we are chilling. And so we can start to make some progress. We've got to make sure we disable this because 80 pure damage is a freaking lot. Ooh, okay. How scary are you going to be, actually, though? Keep in mind, the only things they have information about is the camera that I tripped. And so they're not necessarily going my way. I don't have look ahead, though. And you're unaware, so actually these two are going to be going to their, like quote-unquote default patrol. It's whatever the devs set as their like baseline patrol is where they're going. So scramble is down for 3 turns. I do have rewind. Do I want to use it on Bubbles yet? I don't think I need to yet. I think we're okay with the tools that I've got right now for combat. Can figure it out later. I think walking you to here is acceptable. Camera sees me, don't care. No, darn, we're just barely out of reach. Just barely. Blueprint, not great, but is what it is. This spot's still pretty safe. These boxes then coming down here is still going to be the play. These guys are not getting close enough. None of them are, right? This whole squad. So this room is safe. And either they run in a straight line this way. Only Bracket is in danger right now. So Bubbles can wait. Right? You're going to where the corpses were found, right? You're going to where security told you to go. You're hunting, you're getting a little bit close. Static is fine like this. There's no way they come all the way down here and look. Bracket needs to hide. I'm going to have you... being up here is a little dangerous. I'm going to run you to here, I think. There's only one box, but it's worth it. I can rewind to get it back. I guess here. I'll grab this box. It's kind of free. A V-chip at 25k. Right? See, that's what I'm taking the risk for. Run you over to here. That should be safe. Should be unspotted. Let's go ahead and see what they do. You're hunting. Cool. Default patrol's that way. That's good. If they're all going that way, we are completely chilling. I'm going to walk you towards here. This is going to block me, no problem. So I can stand here and it's not a threat at all. I will note, though, that this camera is a security event. So a guard will be sent this direction. You're going towards Sec AI. I'm pretty tempted to reload the sniper rifle. And find somewhere to stand. Which I think that is acceptable. Everything. I guess this camera turns on... Yeah, turns on next turn. But I'm okay where I'm standing. And then you're patrolling that way. Cool. So we have some open space, which is really, really good. I'm going to run my war machine all the way up here. My hacker will turn this device off, and she's going to run in and out. And double checking, I do not have Tactile Surge until a few more turns, but 3 AP down, 3 AP back means I get the thing and I can start walking backwards. Bracket will not use packet loss until next turn. There's no rush here. Reload the pistol, because why not? Next turn. Okay. There likely was a guard woken up and told to come toward me. It's not a guarantee, but I just think it's likely. You're useless. You're going there. That's fine. You're going to go ahead and knock out these laser wires. Bubbles can wait. Great. You're still on default patrol. Yep, you got sent towards the camera. Right, I knew somebody was. We can figure that out. It's one guy, right? Surely we're okay. But you're definitely like directly en route to us. We can try to get around, but for now let's just wait. All right, static. Will you get it for 2 AP? Let's find out. It might snap in. Yes. We get a level 4 armor and 10k. Seems all right. If I put you here, you're going to be fine. These things are going to block line of sight, no problem. We're going to skip this box. Sorry, can't do anything about that. Bracket is going to run... I'm actually tempted... darn. Yeah, nothing I do here matters. What I wanted to do was potentially get to a spot where she could delay, Panther could rewind, then she could use packet loss again. That's just not possible here. Because she can't get down to 2 initiative. Bubbles is in the way, and so she basically can't get her turn back. That's fine, though. Put the entire team over here. She's safe behind that box. I'm going to put Bubbles... I mean, let's just take safe routes, right? Hide you back here. We're going to escalate. I'm going to hope it's not guys right here. If it is, we can, you know, full out of them, of course. War Machine should be okay with these barriers here. It's not the cleanest, but we're okay. I'm going to put you... if I'm here, this guy walks up. What's your initiative? Yeah, it's 19. Okay. I think I'm just going to sit here, reload the pistol, because maybe I can need that. And then, yeah, I'm going to run... darn. Yeah, you get spotted here. No real way around that one, though. I just get spotted. I kind of want to run all the way up here. If this is a spawn, we can basically hijack it, and I can fight right away. I mean, I'm so far away. That's actually not good. Okay, I think the entire team has to be, like, kind of back here, then. This should be pretty well covered. A guard's going to be sent to this location. It is what it is. I hope these aren't going to be reinforcements. We'll see what happens. Likely reinforcements. It's still not? That's wild, actually. I can't believe I'm getting so lucky and not getting reinforcements here. I guess there's enough guards in the map that the AI is fine with it. That's what it feels like. I do know that, at least the devs have said, that the Sec AI... I think the way they phrased it was, it tries to have a certain number of guards on the map. And so maybe it's fine with 6 to 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe it's fine with 7. But my understanding, my recollection of what they had said was that essentially... Yeah, so I'm going to... Actually, I don't need to packet loss. I can just walk past this. Let's delay to be really safe. Let's go here. It's going to be like a mix and match, basically. It's like get into another hallway so that we likely aren't cut off. Okay, you're the one who's woken up. That's fine. You've stopped hunting, so you're going back to checkpoint. That means that he can't find anything. He's going back to whatever his preset patrol route was. Cool. Not getting this box. It's not worth it. But everyone else, we can run away and get to safety. Get under the camera. It's kind of nice. Static can... Yep, get her thing done. Let's make sure you don't waypoint poorly. That seems fine. Alright. Well, we managed to stop triggering security events after, you know, cycle level freaking 13. And almost losing my war machine. Thankfully, she has really good armor. She got shredded both times, by the way. Both shots shredded, which is a little unlucky for me, but it's not the end of the world. We'll always walk up towards his exit. With Tactile Surge, I think virtually everyone makes it out on just, you know, just this turn's action points. Maybe War Machine can't quite make it. It's close. Alright, we get another... Actually, we don't escalate. That's kind of nice. Alright, Tactical Surge seems worth. You make it with plenty of AP to spare. Let's just make sure the War Machine can make it. Everyone else certainly can. But I'm not going to get caught in Overwatch. I guess you could have been maybe spicy, but... I actually probably should have used Pre-Computed to buff my War Machine's initiative. Give the AI less time and space to act. I'm just going to start bringing people out. These guys just don't matter. We'll leave him off the initiative order, right? Just like let him evac. Okay, you make it with... Yeah, you needed the Tactical Surge. You wouldn't have made it otherwise, probably. But you're obviously going to be fine. Okay, wow. Well, it wasn't 2.5 hours, but it was 1.5 hours. This mission got real spicy. To be fair, it is, you know, power level 6 with drones that spawned directly on top of me. I wish I'd done a better job of assessing that the Urban Assault full auto was going to be decent, and that I could have probably had slightly less panicking and had a bit more coverage. But, oh well. I'm covering our escape with quantum countermeasures. Let's ride. Sheesh. Well, we got there. We got there in the end. Everything is wrapped up nicely, though our target did not have a good night. We were too fast. The bodyguards didn't have a real chance. That's true. They did die the turn they spawned. That's why I hired you. I had a feeling you'd handle this without any fuss. When an opportunity that rare and that good comes up, you could help me capitalize on it. So she's injured for a long time. Thankfully, I have a Scourge understudy to get some space. We got pretty good amount of stuff here. I mean, we got 235, yeah, 235k straight. We also got another 280 from the payment itself. We got this blueprint reward from a bunch of kills. We got another good club, which is great. It actually might be better than the sword I've got. I'm not sure. But if we're going to use more melee attacks, that's going to be pretty solid. I've also got a bunch of open beds. So, let's train you real quick. I'm going to go with +1 charge on null op. Good job, you did it. No one else levels up. That's fine. It is now time for, let's see, let's get you sent for treatment. We can cut a few days off this. 6 days, 18 is not terrible. Okay. You're in the trainer. That's fine. She got some XP. That's the important thing. So everyone's down for a while. We have a Solo Matrix hack due at some point that... well, let's see. I want my hacker... Let's sort by gears. We stop looking at the faces stuff. He's down there. Let's give you a random armor. Here, this is yours. That way you're not at the bottom of the list. Alright. So, for you... I want you to get Neural Toner 2. 200k is not terrible. 10 days isn't terrible. The one constraint is that I actually really care about doing a mission for this guy because he's a doctor and he has a lot of doctor services and I want to limit break him. And so unfortunately, because it's hacker required and he works at Warner Braun, or formerly worked at Warner Braun, she won't work for him. And so the only way to run this mission is for my hacker to run the mission. So I might have to grab this and run it just to get it off the table. That's fine then. Everybody else, I want to give them some surgery. So eyes are great. This is there's a higher level version of this at some point, but it is 3 accuracy, 6 crit, 25 crit damage. This is the best early game implant in the game. You should get it on every single gun user you have. So you're running it. You're gonna run it. Thank you, Troy Martini. You're on Legwork, so you can't grab it. I I am tempted to even put this on my Cyber Knight, even though he doesn't really need the ranged accuracy. Crit chance is good, and crit bonus damage is good. I have 4 implant slots. I can use arms for damage. I can use legs and lungs to make sure I can skip like movement penalty downsides. Then I can eventually put in better stuff here. Notice that we have better bone grafts, so I can get this. 15 days isn't horrible. -6 move speed is not horrible, but I get, you know, some bonus damage, right? Instead of getting like 3 strength and 10 HP, I get 5 strength, so I get another 4% kinetic is pure. I get straight up 10% flat kinetic damage as well. But I need to mitigate the move speed penalty, which, you know, might matter. And then also there's arm slots here. MJack 2000, right? There's the bad one. Well, there's an okay one. There's a better one. Not that expensive. Very little downtime. Move speed penalty of 10%, right? That's definitely real. It's definitely there. 25 kinetic and 4 strength. Yep, that's really, really good for damage. So ideally, I want arm slot. I want a better skeleton. I want recoiled. No, oh, right. Until we get better implants, which is going to be through a street splicer who is leveled up, I can't ignore that stuff easily. And then similarly with lungs, I do have this, which is 15 move speed penalty mitigated, which is probably good enough, actually. 4 days is not that bad, and 375 is not that bad either. This lets me start putting stuff in. I think it's a good enough play. I also get 25 HP, which is not bad. I think let's do it. 4 days is chill. Great. You're in the trainer. I might take you out, to be honest, and then implant you. Let's see. Double checking real quick what the other thing costs. Yeah, you're in surgery. You're getting healed. You're in legwork. Right, so if I was to give you this, it would be 200k in 10 days. That's not that bad, which means I think I'm going to have you leave the sim trainer. You've got your XP. Great. And I'm going to say, hey, you are going to get... You're going to be the first one to get Neurotoner 2. And then after the mission is done, we'll switch back and forth. But we'll use your 4th bed. We'll pay the money. And we got a bunch of implants going on. All right. Next episode, we're going to be doing the file hack. And we'll figure everything else out. We'll get some money. And it'll be all right. Actually, I can do a couple more things, which is deal with my new gear, my other club. I'm not sure I care just yet. I've got an e-rifle / shotgun mod that I don't care about. I've got 4 reload on a blade, which I don't care about at all. And I've got, ooh, wow, this is really nice battery for an e-rifle or railgun with some shred and some pretty solid damage. Do not mind that at all. This was the new armor I got, so if I compare it to the T-shell, this thing has even worse move speed modifier, better armor, and I get to ignore a little bit of flat recoil, which is nice because it means if I run up to somebody, I get to ignore 3 recoil and get 6 accuracy on that attack. So this gauntlet's looking kind of nice, and especially if I can, you know, keep putting in those lung implants to ignore move speed modifiers, I can start wearing heavy armor. The initiative mod kind of matters, but might be worth it, right? We saw how much the heavy armor actually helped my war machine. I am glad to see that if you jack the difficulty up enough, you actually do run into spaces where you start caring about, you know, heavy armor and stuff. Because, yeah, if you don't get, like, literally half XP on stuff, and if my entire team is, like, level 10, I would have run through those guys. And I could have, like, bought weapon mods, right? Because, like, half of my team, like, they don't have scopes, they don't have grips. You know, I would have been able to buy some gear. I would have probably had leverage from a field up center, but, like, hey, I decline all these things, and turns out the game gets harder. Okay, I'm going to stop here. It's almost 2 hours already, as it is. Next episode, we're going to grab this hack, and we'll grab whatever else missions come our way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.